Now let us come to the next lines. Can storied urn or animated bust back to its mansion call the fleeting breath? Can honor's voice provoke the silent dust, or flattery soothe the dull cold ear of death? So here, as you see, the poet is saying that the speaker observes that nothing can bring the dead back to life, and that all the advantages that the wealthy had in life are useless now that they are dead. Neither elaborate funeral monuments nor impressive honors can restore life, nor can flattery in some way be used to change the mind of death. So here, flattery and death are both personified. They are given human attributes, as though death has a will or mind of its own. So he is saying that you cannot, even if you store the ashes of a dead person, storied urn is actually a kind of a container that is, or that was used to preserve the ashes of a dead person when he had been cremated. Or animated bust. Bust means a kind of a statue up to the chest. So animated means it is very lifelike. The sculptor has created this statue in a very lifelike way. So neither the preservation of the ashes of this person, this dead person, or the creation of a statue of the dead person bring back to its mansion. Mansion means, actually it means house, or a big house, a palace. Here it means the body from which the breath has fled, a person who has died. So life cannot return again. Can honor's voice provoke the silent dust? Honor's voice means honor again has been personified. So people who are sort of speaking, people who are honoring, or they are sort of speaking good of a certain dead person, but it will not bring back that person to life. Obviously, he is long dead and gone. Or flattery soothe the dull cold ear of death. Flattery soothe the dull cold ear of death. So flattery here also it is personified. It cannot soothe, or it cannot propitiate, pacify the dull cold ear of death. Death is again personified, and death is very insensitive. It will not listen to any kind of flattery. So once a person has been taken by death, it will not bring, or it will not restore that person to life. So that is what the poet is trying to say, that no amount of glory or honor or wealth or beauty or ancient family name can give you, sort of bring you back to life once you are dead and gone. Now, in the next stanza, the poet passes on to something else. Perhaps in this neglected spot is laid some heart once pregnant with celestial fire, hands that the rod of empire might have swayed. or waked to ecstasy the living lyre. So here he's saying that the speaker then reconsiders the poor people buried in the churchyard. He wonders what great deeds they might have accomplished had they been given the opportunity. One of these poor farmers, the speaker reasons, might have been a great emperor. Another might have waked to the living lyre or been a great poet or musician. So the poet feels that these rude forefathers, as people who could have achieved a lot, had they been given the opportunity. Poverty stifled them. Poverty really stifled the flowering of these geniuses. Now, so in this neglected spot where no one is coming, no one visits, some heart once pregnant with celestial fire, once filled up with celestial fire. So someone who was perhaps, who could have been inspired with heavenly inspiration, hands that a rod of empire might have swayed. So a person who is lying buried here might have become a great ruler if he had been given the opportunity, or he could have been a very great musician, waked to ecstasy the living lyre. So the lyre would have come alive in his hands. Lyre, as you know, is a musical instrument. And so the poet or the speaker here is thinking about these poor people who are dead and who are lying here.